Welcome back to Key Talk Media. This your host, Key Talk. Check it out, man. Alright. I'm gonna give a shout out to Notification Gang, Key Talk Gang. Give it a really the same thing for rocking with me every single video. If you listen to my voice right now, go ahead and like the video and hit the notification so you get a notification every single time I drop a video. So the black community is standing in solidarity with each other, having each other's back for once in like a long time. They're extremely mad with the way Kyrie Irving has actually been treated. Now, if you don't know what's going on, Kyrie Irving actually he tweeted out a link to a movie. Now, the movie was called From Hebrews to Negroes, and pretty much in that movie, it was pretty much saying stuff like, the African Americans that are inside of America are actually the Hebrew Israelite Jews, and of course some in the Dominican Republic, and pretty much those that were inside of that triangular slave trade, that pretty much said that the Europeans that went and stole the Africans from that land, they actually stole or bought pretty much, because we know that they were selling them as well. So that pretty much the Africans that they got from that land were actually the Israelites. They were actually the Jews. They were actually God's chosen people that they actually got. And then, of course, in the movie, it also says some stuff to the extent of the slave ships and the slave ports. Some of the slave ports were actually owned by some of the Jewish men. So with this being said, of course, the ADL, which is the Anti-Defamation League, came out and they went at the NBA first. And this first, let's talk about Kyrie Irving, then we'll get to some Kanye. They went at the NBA commissioner, who's also a Jewish man himself, and they pretty much said, "Why you got letting your player just Kyrie Irving just talk out like that, and you know what we done been through. Why he needs to have some consequences." So pretty much they made Kyrie Irving, he came out and apologized. Not only did he come out and apologize, he actually donated $500,000. Now, after he donated that $500,000, he was also still suspended for at least minimum 5 games. And then once he was actually suspended, now he has like a list of stuff that he has to do before he can actually come back and play. Now, when I say the black community is standing in solidarity, I mean like the lower class black community. I mean the black community that aren't celebrities, and that's not even all lower class. I just mean the black community that aren't celebrities. Of course, the celebrity black community, the celebrities like Lebron Jameses and those other millionaires who actually are in deals with companies such as, Nike, like LeBron James. He's got that Nike deal where he's pretty much going to be a billionaire. It's like a lifetime deal for $1 billion. So you can't expect those type of people to come out and say they stand with Kyrie Irving, especially saying the fact that Nike dropped Kyrie Irving because of these comments as well. And that's where a lot of this is actually, a lot of the black community that aren't celebrities, that's why they're standing with Kyrie Irving, because like, why are they making him do all this stuff? Now, before I read y'all what Kyrie Irving actually has to do, he has to do like 6 things in order for him to play basketball again. Before I read those 6 things to you, I'm going to read you guys some quotes that were actually inside of the movie From Hebrews to Negro. Now, another thing is the NBA commissioner, the head guy of the ADL, the Anti-Defamation League, pretty much is calling for Kyrie Irving to get more punishment because he said that movie From Hebrew to Negroes is actually a #1 seller since, Kyrie Irving actually posted that tweet about it, a link to it. It became a #1 seller. And these are some of the quotes inside of the movies that they feel are harmful, especially from the people that they were said by. One of the quotes was actually from the second Egyptian president. Now, this was the president of actually Egypt, and he told the current Jews that are there, the white Jews and also the Palestinian Jews there, hey, you, the Jews, will never be able to live here in peace because you left black and you came back white. We cannot accept you. So they do feel as if that is something that, of course, the public should not be hearing because they don't feel like it's information that's actually true. And of course, it's information that's going against the actual Jewish people that are there right now. Now, there are a few other quotes that I feel as if they felt is very damaging to the history that the so-called black people have actually been called, or just the mainstream history that's been taught. And also, this guy right here actually did a Holocaust against them, so of course they wouldn't want a movie out that has quotes from this guy in it. But like I say, I'm just telling y'all some of the quotes that are actually in the movie. Now, this was a quote that was actually done by Adolf Hitler himself. He said, "America has God's jewelry. The Americans have the jewels of God. The Americans have stolen God's precious jewels." What do you mean, his precious jewels? jewels? The soldier asked. Hitler said, America has stolen the Jews, the jewels of God, his jewelry, the Negroes. They are the true Hebrews. What a foolish move and a direct challenge to God. And they plan on moving these false white Jews into a state of Israel because the white Jews know that the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America secret, the Jews will blackmail America. They will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they are. Man, you know, I don't got any hate towards anybody at all. And of course, this is not any sort of hate speech. This is literally just stuff that's in the movies that the Jewish community feels as if it's anti-Semitic. So therefore, that Kyrie should have never pretty much tweeted out the movie or whatever like that. Now, of course, in there as well, there's another quote by a guy that goes by the name of Henry Ford, who I'm sure you probably are familiar with. And if you're not familiar with him, you should definitely look him up. Now, he was having something called the International Jew in 1922, where he had a quote that said, "Yet the false ideas that the Jews constitute all Israel has penetrated the Christian conscience to an alarming extent, so that when the Jewish press insists, as it does every week, we gave you your God, we gave you the Bible, we gave you Christ, even Christians ministers cannot find an answer. The answer is that Old Testament is 9/10 of Israelitish book and not a Jewish book. Abraham was not a Jew, Isaac was not a Jew, Jacob was not a Jew, Moses was not a Jew, Joshua was not a Jew, Gideon was not a Jew, Samuel was not a Jew. The majority of the prophets were not Jews, but Israelites." Now you know. These are the 6 things that Kyrie Irving must do before he can actually play inside of the NBA again. This is the stuff that actually sent the black community over the rails, got them extremely mad and pissed off because they're like, what in the hell are they doing this? You know what I'm talking about? All he did was post a link to the movie. And of course, I did read you some of the quotes in that movie. And the movie is pretty much supposed to be waking up black America, letting them know that they're like the true Jews and they were actually kidnapped, and whenever they were brought to the land where they're at right now, they're pretty much their ancestors are the Jews. Anyways, so here is the 6 things that Kyrie Irving's got to do. Number 1, apologize and condemn the movie. He's done that. Pay $500K donation to anti-hate causes. He has to take sensitivity training. He has to take an anti-Semitic training. He also has to meet with ADL Jewish leaders, and he also has, the last thing, meet with Joe Side to demonstrate understanding. Now you know, a lot of people within the black community said they will not be buying any more Nike, probably not any more Adidas as well, because they are having some sympathy for Kanye West. And then of course you've got people of the black community that's even burning their Nike material right now.
Yeah, this is what we got to do to all them Nikes, y'all, and them Adidas. It ain't about what you wear, it's about who wear it. How y'all gonna denounce that man because he a Jew? We all Jews. What y'all talking about? We all Jews. Y'all gotta throw it away, man. Burn it. 'Cause I don't get no damn about it.
Anyways, now a whole lot of people within the black community, especially inside of the comment section, they're pretty much kind of looking at the black leaders. Well, I don't say black leaders, but the black celebrities that, have millions and millions of dollars, and they're kind of scratching their head at them right now, pretty much looking at them like, yeah, these people might just be bought out and not really for our best interest. So like I say, in the comment section, they're calling LeBron James a sellout right now and all sorts of other names simply because they feel as if he, because he actually came out and he condemned Kyrie Irving. He said he doesn't stand with any sort of hate at all, and he didn't like what Kyrie Irving actually did, tweeting out that movie. And like I say, of course, a lot of people in the black community still are just like, man, listen, all he did was trying to tell us who our identity is because our identity have been stolen from us. Our identity has been taken. We don't really know who we are as a people. We think we're just black, which is the color out of a crayon box. Anyways, so no matter what you think, I'm talking about, this is just the details of what's happening right now. Of course, this video isn't to do any sort of hate towards anybody else. This is literally just an informative video to show the quotes that are inside of that movie from Hebrews to Negroes, of course, and then also letting y'all know exactly what's going on with the whole Kyrie Irving situation. Let me know some. Who are you standing with? Are you standing with Kyrie Irving, or are you against what Kyrie Irving is doing and think he is crazy? Let me know some. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about this entire ordeal. I'm out.